What if I told you that the reason you can't seem to ask for that raise, or why you obsessively check your bank balance, isn't about money at all? It's about a wound so deep, so primal, that it colors every financial decision you make, often without you even realizing it. Welcome to the world of the rejection wound, where your bank account becomes a battlefield for acceptance and your wallet a shield against the pain of being cast aside. Today, we're peeling back the layers of our financial behaviors to reveal a truth that might just change the way you think about money forever. We're not just talking about numbers on a spreadsheet or coins in a jar. We're diving into the very core of what makes us tick as human beings and how that ticking translates into our financial rhythms. Let's start with Selena's story. From the moment she drew her first breath, Selena was fighting an uphill battle for acceptance. Her father, dreaming of a son to carry on the family name, couldn't hide his disappointment when the nurse announced, "It's a girl." That moment, that fleeting shadow of regret across her father's face, became the foundation upon which Selena would build her entire financial identity. As Selena grew, so did her desperate need to prove her worth. Every report card, every sports trophy, every academic achievement became a silent plea. See me, accept me, love me. But no matter how high she climbed, that elusive paternal approval remained just out of reach. Fast forward to adult Selena, and we see a woman whose relationship with money is as complex as her childhood. On the surface, she's a financial powerhouse, top of her field, commanding impressive salaries, with a portfolio that would make most financial advisors green with envy. But beneath this veneer of success lies a turbulent sea of insecurity. Selena's drive for financial success isn't just about security or comfort. It's a numerical representation of her worth, a tangible way to say, "Look, Daddy, I'm valuable, I'm worthy, I deserve to be here." Every bonus, every promotion, every lucrative deal is another attempt to fill the void left by that initial rejection. But here's where the rejection wound twists the knife. No matter how much Selena earns, it never feels like enough. She's caught in a perpetual cycle of achievement and dissatisfaction. The goalposts of enough keep moving, always just out of reach. It's as if her bank balance is trying to outrun the shadow of rejection that's been chasing her since birth. This relentless pursuit of financial validation comes at a cost. Selena struggles to form meaningful relationships, both personal and professional. The idea of vulnerability, of opening up and risking rejection, feels too dangerous. Instead, she builds walls with her wealth, using her financial success as both a shield and a measuring stick for her interactions with others. In her personal life, Selena finds herself drawn to partners who need financial support, subconsciously recreating the dynamic she wished she had with her father. By being the provider, she ensures her indispensability, warding off the specter of rejection. But this pattern leaves her feeling used and unfulfilled, perpetuating the cycle of seeking validation through financial means. Professionally, Selena's rejection wound manifests in a paradoxical approach to her career. On one hand, she's driven to exceed every expectation, consistently over-delivering on projects and taking on more than her fair share of work. On the other hand, she struggles to advocate for herself when it comes to raises or promotions. The thought of asking for more triggers a deep-seated fear. What if they say no? What if they decide I'm not worth it? In Selena's mind, shaped by years of seeking her father's approval, rejection in the workplace isn't just a professional setback, it's a personal indictment of her very being. This fear leads to a self-sabotaging pattern. Selena will work herself to the bone, sacrificing health and personal life in the pursuit of unassailable excellence. But when it comes time for performance reviews or salary negotiations, she becomes almost apologetic about her achievements, downplaying her contributions and settling for less than she's worth. Now, let's shift our focus to Daniel's story, a tale of familial rejection that echoes through his financial decisions like a haunting melody. When Daniel's parents divorced, he didn't just lose the stability of a two-parent home, he lost half of his family tree. Daniel's father's side of the family, once a source of warmth and belonging, turned cold in the wake of the divorce. Suddenly, invitations to family gatherings stopped. Birthday cards ceased to arrive. It was as if Daniel had become invisible, erased from the family narrative, simply because his parents' marriage had ended. This wholesale rejection left Daniel with a profound sense of unworthiness. If his own flesh and blood could discard him so easily, what hope did he have of being accepted by the world at large? This wound shaped Daniel's approach to money in ways that would take years to unravel. As an adult, Daniel developed what we might call a financial chameleon syndrome. In any given social or professional situation, he would mold his financial persona to match what he perceived as the group's expectations. Among wealthy colleagues, he'd stretch beyond his means to keep up appearances, racking up credit card debt to maintain the illusion of belonging. With friends from more modest backgrounds, Daniel would downplay his successes, even turning down better-paying job opportunities for fear of outgrowing his social circle. This financial shape-shifting left Daniel feeling inauthentic and constantly on edge, never truly comfortable in his own financial skin. But the real impact of Daniel's rejection wound becomes apparent in his approach to financial planning, or rather, his lack thereof. The idea of saving for the future, of making long-term investments, feels almost laughable to Daniel. Why plan for a future when you're not even sure you'll be welcome in it? This short-term thinking manifests in a series of impulsive financial decisions. Daniel is the king of retail therapy, using purchases as a way to momentarily fill the void left by rejection. Each new gadget, each designer item whispers a temporary reassurance. You're worthy, you belong, you matter. But these fleeting moments of validation through consumption only deepen Daniel's financial insecurity. He finds himself caught in a vicious cycle, spending to feel accepted, then feeling unworthy due to his financial struggles, leading to more spending to ease the pain. Perhaps the most poignant manifestation of Daniel's rejection wound is his relationship with financial institutions. The idea of applying for a loan, pitching a business idea, or even opening a new bank account fills Daniel with dread. Each interaction feels like an opportunity for rejection, for someone to look at his financial history and deem him unworthy. This fear has kept Daniel from pursuing entrepreneurial dreams and investment opportunities. It's not a lack of ideas or ambition holding him back. It's the paralyzing fear that he'll put himself out there only to be rejected once again. So how do we begin to heal these deep-seated wounds that shape our financial lives in such profound ways? How can Selena learn to separate her self-worth from her net worth? And how can Daniel move past his fear of financial rejection to build a secure future? Let's start with a powerful exercise I call the financial family tree. Take a moment to sketch out your family tree, going back at least 2 generations if possible. Now, instead of birth dates and death dates, annotate each person with a brief description of their relationship with money. Was your grandmother a saver or a spender? Did your uncle take financial risks or play it safe? As you build this financial family tree, patterns will begin to emerge. You might see how attitudes towards money, success, and self-worth have been passed down through generations. This visual representation can be a powerful tool in understanding the roots of your own financial behaviors. For Selena, this exercise might reveal a long line of high achievers, each generation striving to outdo the last. Recognizing this pattern can be the first step in breaking free from the cycle of seeking validation through financial success. Daniel, on the other hand, might discover a history of financial instability or sudden losses in his family tree. This understanding can help him contextualize his fear of long-term planning and his tendency to seek immediate gratification through spending. For those struggling with impulsive spending as a way to soothe the pain of rejection, I recommend the emotional purchase pause. Create a beautiful personalized card that you keep with your credit card. On this card, write 3 questions. 1. What am I really seeking with this purchase? 2. How will I feel about this purchase in 24 hours? 3. What's one way I can invest in my long-term well-being instead? Every time you're about to make a non-essential purchase, pause and reflect on these questions. This isn't about denying yourself joy or comfort. It's about understanding the emotional drivers behind your spending and finding more sustainable ways to meet those needs. As we wrap up our exploration of the rejection wound and its impact on our financial lives, remember this: your worth is not measured by your net worth. Your bank balance does not define your right to belong or be loved. The next time you find yourself agonizing over a financial decision, pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this about money or is this about belonging? By bringing awareness to these moments, you create space for new, healthier patterns to emerge. Your financial story is still being written. With understanding and intention, you can begin to author a new chapter, one where your financial decisions come from a place of self-worth, not fear of rejection. If this exploration of the rejection wound and its financial impact has resonated with you, know that you're not alone on this journey. Share this video to start important conversations about the emotional underpinnings of our money habits. Subscribe for more insights into the psychology of finance and share your own experiences in the comments. Your story could be the key that unlocks someone else's path to healing. Thank you for watching. This is Ayla, signing off.